This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off free shipping and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
And what about our Waves World podcast?
What about us?
I'm glad you asked, Mr. Charles Esser. Welcome to another episode of Waves World. That's right, Jerry. The Deadpool podcast. I am Phil, and joining me as always, the Mistress of Mayhem.
Hey y'all, it's Lilith Hellfire.
Don't let that innocent voice fool you. Because even when I tell you,
it'll be your doom.
how many times have you said that on the page?
None of your damn business.
Those records were sealed. Anyway, we're continuing the Christopher Priest run with, this will be a fun one, Deadpool 37.
Is that Thor?
Guest starring that long-haired hippie Thor. That's right. Look, oh, I know you couldn't tell because he's in shape. Okay.
Yeah.
He's not an ample American, right? Yes.
So this is an interesting choice.
What, story-wise?
Yeah, the whole Loki and Thor thing.
Do you think, I mean, not to spoil too much, but it's like, do you think this was Priest's original plan and then it got retconned, or someone decided to change it? I mean, would anyone be crazy enough to make Loki Deadpool's father for real?
If it would be anybody, it would be Christopher Priest, right?
I guess.
I think it was just definitely one of those gags. Like, I don't think he was serious about it.
Yeah, I think, because was it like the end of his run? He was like, oh no, it's not true.
Yeah, so. Yeah, it's Deadpool. He's an unreliable narrator, too.
Well, I mean, he didn't know his father, so it's like,
anybody could be Captain America for all we know. I don't know, Peggy. I'm just saying. Anything's possible.
Oh, yeah, didn't Blind Al say she met Steve Rogers?
Yeah, so.
Yeah, but that's not...
And that's always been my secret headcanon. Don't judge me.
What, that Cap is Deadpool's father?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it could be that far. I mean, I guess it could be that out of left field. Oh, but imagine if Al was his mother.
Bro. Okay, I cannot be writing fanfic. I have to go to bed tonight.
Get out of my head!
No, but like, this is like the whole Loki thing. I was just like, big eye roll. But then like, actually, y'all know I don't like Thor. I don't know if I've expressed that on Waves World, but I really don't care for the character of Thor in the Marvel books. So this is a big eye roll, but this was fun.
She has like Thor, Captain America, sunshine, rainbows,
But I do love puppies.
Yes.
I like rain, doom, gloom, and puppies. Oh yeah, and purple glitter. Now you know.
And comics and alcohol.
Comic books are old comic books, apparently.
Okay.
Anything before 2004, I'm good.
I mean, in general, yeah, not this newfangled crap back in my day.
We had actual story and less gimmick, which is not really true, but I lost my nipple for nothing.
Maybe she'll explain that one day.
Hashtag Legends of the Arrowverse?
I was just waiting for you, like, oh, Comic-Con 2012.
I lost my nipple for nothing. If anything, it would have been like Comic-Con 2009, but you know what you did, Comic-Con 2009. I got naked. I showed my dog. Anyway, so Loki tasked his son, air quotes, Deadpool, to steal Thor's hammer in return for releasing the Mistress of Death from her stasis.
Yeah.
But of course, he's gonna abuse the powers of the hammer, and turns out he's been manipulated, and he gets cursed. And meanwhile, Thor shows up, takes his real hammer, and takes the replica as well. And well, poor old Wade's left alone with his curse.
Oh yeah, because it ends up being a
fake.
It's like, oh my god, Deadpool's worthy to pick up Mjolnir.
We should have known. Yeah, it's a powerful fake.
Leading further credence to Lilith Hellfire's fan fiction theory that Captain America is Deadpool's father.
Just saying. I mean, everybody tries to paint Steve to be this virgin, but like honestly, after he got the serum, he was quite the ladies' man. I'm just saying, anything's possible.
Well, he lost a lot. He lost decades in the Frozen in Ice too. So
yeah, he had to make up for lost time. Yeah. Would you?
I mean, look at Avengers Endgame. Spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it. By now, I don't think you care, but it's like, it's Captain America to use time travel to get a booty call.
I'm just saying, he's, yeah.
Hey, never give Lilith Hellfire a time machine.
Yeah, really. I'd wreak some havoc. But yeah, like I said, I thought the story was fun.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like I said, despite the eye rolling, it's crossover time so soon? Like, this is like major crossover. It's Loki and Thor, so it's just kind of like, does this really belong in a Deadpool book? But I was wrong.
Well, again, like I think we've been saying since the Priest's first issue, it's like he took it in a completely different direction. And he told you in the first issue, he's like, this isn't going to be the Joe Kelly run.
Yeah. Yeah, which I'm okay with. Like I said, he has this completely different take. One of my favorite takes, honestly, between him and Gale. So it's just like, okay, I'm going to trust you. And it was worth the payoff.
As long as the humor's there and it's good, I mean, I'll give you a lot of leeway with the Deadpool story. As long as the jokes land right and it doesn't seem like you're forcing the humor.
You know what that Loki show needs now? It needs Ryan Reynolds to show up. They need to do this arc.
I believe there was an article not in the last couple of days. They were saying Disney's trying to figure out where to introduce Ryan Reynolds Deadpool, whether in a movie or a TV, where and how to do it. That's true. They could do it in the Loki show.
That would be hilarious, actually.
I mean, I could see Tom Hiddleston getting the I don't want to say ratings or whatever. Streaming.
However that streaming crap works.
Yeah, I could see him pulling in the numbers by himself, but add Ryan Reynolds Deadpool to that.
Especially if it's like the first episode.
The platform would...
They would blow their servers. Just put it that way.
Even with the money Disney's probably putting behind this thing, yeah, they'd still break it.
I mean, Netflix's server's been broken once or twice. Actually, I think it's like a total of 4 times. So, it's possible.
I guess.
Especially if we're going to do worldwide releases at the same time. Yeah, it's possible.
You're going to break world record. This is going to break the internet more than Kim Kardashian's butt.
Anyway. Speaking of butts. Unpopular opinion out of my mouth. Oh, hating the Kardashians is not unpopular.
Yeah, that's not unpopular.
Free Kanye. Moving on. Moving on. I don't know. I liked Christopher Priest's take on Thor.
Yeah, and this is, for everyone, this is the year 2000.
We totally need that button.
Speaking of that, on a totally unrelated topic, I think I brought it up on Capes, but yes, I've fallen in love with Conan O'Brien's podcast.
Well, I mean, hashtag Team Coco. I've been Team Coco forever.
Oh, yeah. He's like my favorite late night guy.
Okay, hopefully Rob's not listening. Like, I'm such an old school Conan O'Brien fan. I remember the masturbating bear skit. Like, he was on so late at night, he could get away with, and I stayed up almost every school night to watch him after the late show.
Yeah, the bear was good, but of course my favorite has to be Triumph.
Yes, of course.
On. That's the drop we need.
Hashtag we're so old.
I know. But before when I used to work second shift, like right up until like Luca was born, was like I worked second shift, I'd come home and I'd turn Conan, like I'd get home like, well, when he's on TBS, it was or is that it? TBS? Yeah. Like I'd miss the first couple of minutes, I'd just turn it on, sit down and watch Conan.
Yeah. But would you bring up, you just wanted to talk about your hashtag Team Coco or what?
Oh no, we're going on about the year 2000. That was reminding me of Conan, but no. Yeah, no, this was the year 2000, so Thor had another human identity again, Jake Wolfman.
Yeah.
And, another situation where if he dropped the hammer for 60 seconds, he transformed.
Like,
why you don't like this human identity?
I hate it. I hate it almost as much as I hate Jane Foster being Thor. Okay? Which is saying a lot.
Hashtag no feminism.
Hashtag forced feminism.
I mean,
there's no need in the story for that. I'm just saying. That's when they were doing everything, like just trying to piss people off.
I like the human identity, like when it's written well. I mean, there are times where it's good and it depends who's writing it, what it is. What if instead of just like Jane Foster with the hammer, what if she had been bonded with Thor? Well, other than the
I was going to say, excuse me?
I mean, if you shared a body, that would be awkward.
You know what? I'd like that better.
Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting, but
I'd like that better. But no, like I said, like I'm not a huge fan of Thor. I think there's maybe like 2 or 3 runs of Thor that I can like actually tolerate, and like one that I actually enjoy.
Simon. Hello?
I'm here.
Oh, did you like what? I was trying to guess your favorite ones. The Walt Simonson run? That's
one of them that I can tolerate. But yeah, it's hard to write Thor. It's just like, it's so much mythology behind it. But like I said, Chris, he don't care. Long hair, no cares. You know what I'm saying? He just did what he wanted to do, and he made it kind of like funny, and he kind of made it make sense.
Yeah, because Loki made it seem like Deadpool picked up the real hammer, because after Thor drops it and transforms, Loki makes the real hammer invisible, gives Deadpool a fake one. So of course Deadpool's flying around this.
Of course he's gonna abuse it. Of course he is. What else did we think was gonna happen?
Oh, you mean when he flies up to that woman's apartment and she's like topless?
Yes.
And where'd he go? Taco Bell? 37 gorditas and some chips.
That sounds like my hangover cure, actually.
Oh, he goes to Neverland? He frees Michael Jackson's lawn.
Yeah, I was going to say Bubbles.
No, that was the monkey, was it?
Oh, was it? Yeah.
He frees some llama, yeah.
Llamas are mean, though. They're not like alpacas. Never get those two confused. It can mean the difference between your life and your death.
That's right. Then Deadpool goes to Avengers Mansion and tries to join the Avengers as the new Thor.
Yeah, that was actually my favorite panel.
Back in our day, kids, the Avengers used to live in a mansion.
Well, they have the big complex. Or did that get blown up too?
What?
Is it the Avengers Training Center or something in the MCU?
Yeah, it's like in upstate New York or something now. But I mean, they used to live right in Manhattan, kids, in a mansion. Yeah. Not a tower.
Wait a minute. You think Xavier's going to build his school next to in the MCU? Like, we got new neighbors, kids.
Oh, you mean like
some say they're gifted.
You mean when like Tim Drake lived next to Bruce Wayne? Okay.
Exactly. I say do it.
Hey, that'd be a bitchin' sub basement they could have. Shared basement. Holy crap.
Oh God. Anyway, no. This issue was super fast paced too.
Oh yeah.
I was just like, wait, that was quick.
Because seriously, we always say it, but like if this was happening this month currently, I mean, they would have dragged out the Deadpool as Thor for 3-4 issues at least.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah, at least that gets
resolved pretty quick.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, like I said, it was an interesting mix, and he made it work.
It's just a fight, because Loki traps his brother in his mortal form, and Deadpool fights to get Thor and Death out, and then that's when Loki curses him.
I didn't even know that was a thing he could do.
Curse people?
Yeah.
I mean,
did we ever see it again? I feel like we never saw that power again.
Oh, didn't he turn Thor into a frog, though?
I thought that was just kind of like an illusion, not necessarily like a curse or a spell. You know what I mean? Something like that. I don't know.
I mean, this could have been an illusion. I mean, maybe he didn't actually physically change Deadpool, but as far as if Deadpool or anyone else looked at him, they just saw the illusion. Yeah,
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm never too sure of Loki's power set.
Yes. I mean, he can make
because he's the guy. He's a trickster guy. So it's just like, I don't know. I thought it's all like illusions, but then like we do magic. But I don't know. Asgard is weird. Let me just put it to you that way.
It's magic. It's whatever you need it to be.
Yeah. Yeah. The only real magic that is set out is probably Doctor Strange. That is the only real magical part that Yeah.
I was telling Charlie the other day, I was listening to it was like, I think it was like a 10-year-old interview with Roger Stern. And he was saying, yeah, that's like the best magic stories, like Doctor Strange and the others. Is like when you actually like set rules for whatever you're using.
See, and that's why I like DC's magic universe, because it's a little more spelled out.
And it's not just, oh, I wave my hand and anything can happen. No, it's like you have set rules.
Yeah. So yeah, if anybody knows what Loki's power set is in the year 2000, you can tweet me, let me know.
Waiting for your email, Charlie Esser.
I didn't know he was that big of a Loki fan.
Oh, he loves Loki. He's a low-key Loki fan. But I don't think we ever said what the curse actually is. So who does Loki make him look like?
Shut up. No.
What?
No. It was not funny though. I didn't really get that.
I think is it just be careful what you wish for, because Deadpool's was always like, oh, my face is all scarred, but then he looks like Tom Cruise.
Yeah. I was just like so close.
With the TH, Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time I read that this year, I just heard Tom Cruise.
Basically.
It would have been funny if he would have been like, oh my lord, I shrunk like 3 inches.
Well, technically Deadpool's like 6 foot something, so it's a lot more than 3 inches.
Oh, okay. I'm like, oh, that would have been a great joke. I lost 6 inches. No, not that way.
Checks just to make sure.
It's cold out. Like when you go swimming. Or shrinking.
We got a Seinfeld reference. Take a drink. Right. Wait a minute. This isn't capes. It's all capes. Never mind.
Elaine, do women know about shrinkage? I mean, like,
how do you live with those things?
You mean like laundry? No. I know. She's like, I don't know how you walk around with this.
Seriously. But yeah, no. I like the conclusion. It was funny.
Yep.
Although that was this Deadpool art, like, I don't know, it's just something about like that early 2000s artwork, unless it's like, I think X books were really good with the art at this time, but it was just something about like, I don't know, they were all trying like this different styles and stuff.
Yeah, and were there like a bunch of like new artists or even like a company doing the art like in the early 2000s? I
know that a lot of people were turning to the companies to do like the lettering and stuff. I don't know about the art.
Oh, well, this issue was a guest penciler anyway.
Oh, that explains it.
Was it Jim Calafiore or whatever?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, it was a guest penciler anyway, so.
That would explain it.
Yep.
I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just like there's certain ways that I just don't like Deadpool to be drawn, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Even with the other penciler, that's the only thing about this Priest arc is like
he seems a little exaggerated.
Yeah, like a little too muscular. That's what I was saying. Like that previous issues, like him and Bullseye were both like seemed like they were.
Bullseye especially stood out to me though. It was just like that's not my hashtag, not my Bullseye.
I mean, they were getting close to Bane territory. It seemed like.
Okay, it wasn't just me.
Yeah, no.
But like I said, it's the early 2000s and it's a lot more, they had a lot more freedom to be experimental, to see what worked. You know, they didn't have a lot of people breathing down their necks. For better or for worse. It's
like Deadpool's kind of acrobatic, so it's like you really don't want him too muscle bound. It's like, if you put a super speedster in armor.
Well, we don't have to worry about that anymore now, do we?
No, we don't.
That's what happens when you say you're going to write your own script and you're not Batfleck. I'm just saying. And even back then, you're Batfleck, low key for that. Like,
don't let the door hit you.
Go back to those indie movies that you love so much and shave and wash your hair, and maybe you can keep a damn Hollywood job. Just saying. He always looked so greasy when he showed up everywhere.
Oh, snap.
Anyway.
Snap, Thanos.
Snap twice because that hair was super weaselly greasy. Anyway.
Big Thanos had to snap twice.
Somebody told me that joke and I was just like, wait a minute, do you listen to my podcast?
do you
Anyway, I give this one a solid B+.
Yes. Agreed.
It's fun, it's fast paced, It's got some name brand heroes.
Yay, verily.
Wait, because like I said, Thor 2000. I don't remember much. I don't think it was anything to write home about.
And we even got a 2 or 3 page appearance by Justice.
Yeah, that's true. That was random.
Oh, well, he was in the Avengers at that point.
Yeah. Like I said, Avengers wasn't always name brand. I'm just saying. They've been a little off brand for...
At this point, they had the big names, Cap, Thor, Iron Man, but they also, they were basically brought in the trainees, Justice and Firestar. Why couldn't it have been Firestar this issue? Hot redhead for Lilith Hellfire?
I'm saying, they might have got bumped up to an A-.
I mean, seriously, literally, she's a hot redhead.
Yes. Aren't they all, though, in the comic books when you think about it? Except for maybe Mary Jane. She's fiery in another way.
Oh.
Well, at least that's what Pete said.
Anyway. So, anything else? Any random nonsense?
No, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of Deadpool news or Ryan Reynolds news or Blake Lively news.
I was going to say, that's the only thing I saw was that article saying Disney's supposedly trying to figure out where to introduce Ryan Reynolds into the MCU.
We don't have to worry about introducing Deadpool to the MCU. He's going to make the money, but I just feel like the X-Men is such a and Fantastic Four are such downtrodden, franchises that people are, really leery. It's okay, I know it's in the MCU, but I don't even think the MCU could make it good. It's such a hard adaptation. It just really is. And the casting, we had freaking Hugh Jackman, which is the best thing to come out of the X-verse from Fox. And he's not going to reprise the role. That's going to be a tough role.
So, do they have to introduce a new Wolverine, or do they maybe give Wolverine a couple years off? Because, if you want to go comic accurate, you could start with those 5 original X-Men.
Is anybody going to care about those 5 original X-Men?
Jean Grey, maybe. With Dark Phoenix, maybe Jean Grey.
Dark Phoenix does not look... I do not have faith in Dark Phoenix. I love Sophie too. Y'all should know she's an actual redhead. Just saying. In real life, so that's always a plus.
Yeah.
But no, she's a really good actress and all that stuff, but
that's true.
You can only do so much with a bad script.
That's true. I don't want to wait for Storm and Nightcrawler and Wolverine.
Yeah, because they really don't have.
So do you start with that team and then do flashbacks, show the original team maybe?
I think X-Men is one of the few comic book franchises that don't actually need an origin story, that you can just literally jump anywhere in their history and it's fine.
Even the very first X-Men comic, it was just oh hey, they were mutants, they were born with their powers. Hey, let's go fight Magneto.
Exactly, it's just a little blurb, little yellow box. Maybe that's all we need are little yellow boxes.
There's Professor X creepily checking on Jean from his wheelchair.
Yeah. I don't know what we're gonna do with the X-Men franchise in the MCU.
I just want to see what this whole Hickman thing is with Powers of X and House of X.
I wish he would shut up about it. That is not the most important freaking scene in X-Men history. You don't be Grant. Don't do this. Don't start.
I don't know if he was joking around, but he's forget X-Men. That's the most important Marvel scene ever. It's
yeah, I was just okay, somebody take his Twitter. Somebody take a hold of who's ever read in his Twitter, grab the phone back from him, block him out. Because if this X-Men thing does not pan out,
I was just saying, better have the big. If you're look at DC,
you're gonna end up like Tom King after Batman's not getting married.
DC after they're oh, Bendis is coming.
No, he's gonna end up like Tom King after they made him not let him marry Catwoman.
He's still working. King's still working.
Yeah, he's still working. Slowly edging his way out of DC, it seems. Whosever choice that is. Honestly, it's probably his.
Well, that Batman Catwoman series isn't coming until 2020, so, he's still there at some form in 2020, so.
Well, it's actually not that far away. It's...
it's not like it's 2 months. It's at least, 6 months away.
Well, that's the lead time for a new comic book, though, so.
Oh, really? That much?
Mm-hmm.
So
you got to have your editorial meetings. You got to have the first 12 outline and all that stuff. So yeah.
And if anyone actually cares about continuity, you have to like tie, make sure the continuity works with the Batman book.
No one cares. It's DC. No one. It's DC post New 52, post rebirth, hashtag don't call it a reboot.
It's the modern age. No one cares about continuity. I know.
Yeah, it's a shame. But anyway, enough random nonsense.
All right. So we done?
Yeah.
All right, everyone. So yes, join us again. Well, next week we'll be covering on Comic Capers Phoenix Resurrection, the second resurrection of Jean Grey.
God.
From not too long ago. What was that, 2017?
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
So it'll be somewhat current, and then join us back here in 2 weeks as Wade's World continues our Christopher Priest journey with Deadpool 38.
Yeehaw!
With Tom Cruise.
Tiny Tom Cruise. Family Guy, anybody? No? Okay, it's fine.
You're so old, though. Anyway, so yeah, send your thoughts on any of that. Then coming this summer, we'll be covering some DC stuff like Batman Hush, Crisis on Infinite Earths, and some Flash, Green Arrow, and Supergirl to get you ready for the fall. That Arrowverse.
The more I hear about that damn crossover, the less I like it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, don't let the damn boys sour you.
I know. I'm trying.
But anyway, so send your thoughts on any of that, your random nonsense. What did happen to Lilith Hellfire at Comic-Con many years ago? Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Follow Wade's World on Facebook, on Twitter, @Wade's World Pod, and @CL Sidekicks on Twitter, CL Sidekicks on Instagram, voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And go check out our own Neverland, capesandlunatics.org.
Hashtag free the alpacas.
Hopefully that's not a euphemism. Lilith Hellfire, where can people talk hammer time with you?
If you nerds want to at me on the interwebs, you can find me on Twitter @Lilith Hellfire and on Instagram @Lilith Hellfire86. And if you have @Lilith Hellfire69, slide into my DMs. We need to talk.
All right. She's too sober for this.
I am.
All right.
3-day weekend too. I worked Friday, it doesn't count.
What?
I worked Friday, it don't count.
Oh, okay. All right. For another week, we've been mercenaries.
With mouths.
Fake gods.
Fake hammers.
Next time someone asks you for a god look profile, you say yes.
More like a demon, but it's fine.
What?
More like a demon, but it's fine.
I know. Maximum effort, limited self-control.